Papa Brad, and I'm excited to say Moon Patrol has dropped on the iiRcade. This game was designed by Takashi Nishiyama and was his first game for iRem. While I'm talking about the game, I'm going to insert a single quarter and see if I can finish the first course with only one quarter. Wish me luck, cause here I go. Moon Patrol is a 1982 arcade video game designed and released by iRem. It was licensed to Williams for distribution in the United States and North America. The player controls a moon buggy which can jump over and shoot obstacles on a horizontally scrolling landscape, as well as shoot aerial attackers. Designed by Takashi Nishiyama, Moon Patrol is often credited with the introduction of full parallax scrolling in side-scrolling games. The player takes the role of a Luna City police officer, assigned to Sector 9, home of the toughest thugs in the galaxy. In this game, you control a moon buggy that travels across the moon's surface. Craters, mines, and other obstacles on the ground must be shot or jumped over. Two types of flying UFOs attack the player from above and must be shot down. One of the flying enemies has a weapon which creates a crater when it hits the ground. The game has 26 checkpoints named after the letters of the alphabet. Of these, 5 major checkpoints, E, J, O, T, and Z, denote a new stage with a new background and theme. For example, the third stage starting at J introduces mines. The top portion of the screen shows a timeline-style map of the course, with the 5 major checkpoints clearly marked so you know how far you've went. Above the map is an indicator of the current checkpoint, the time spent in the stage, and 3 indicator lights. The top light indicates upcoming enemy aerial attacks, the middle one indicates upcoming minefield, and the bottom one indicates enemies approaching from behind. At the end of the stage, that time is spent compared to the average, and bonus points are awarded accordingly. There are 2 unique courses, the beginner course and the champion course. The champion course loops forever, and each course is numbered for convenience up to 3. In this game, extra lives are given at 10,000, 30,000, and 50,000 points. After that, no more lives are given. The game ends upon the last patrol car being destroyed. The game can be continued, but points scored from the game do not carry over. The maximum score on the game is 999,990. If you break that, you can roll the score over in this game. Oh no, I hit a rock! Is Papa Brad gonna make it through this first course? What do you think is gonna happen? I got a long way to go to get to that final checkpoint. At the end of the level, you are given a bonus, but you have to go through the levels fast to get the extra points. Slow and steady, in this case, does not win the race. Takashi Nishiyama went on to make other great games, such as Kung Fu Master in 1984, which was basically considered the first beat-em-up game ever made. An excellent arcade-accurate version of Kung Fu Master is also available on the iiRcade. Check it out. Takashi Nishiyama then went on to work on Street Fighter. While working on the game Street Fighter, he created the special move for Ryu called the Hadouken, which he said was inspired from an energy missile attack from the 1970s anime series Space Battleship Yamato. Nishiyama then joined SNK to go work on Neo Geo games. Some of the franchises he was part of include the Fatal Fury fighting game franchise, also Art of Fighting and the King of Fighters. He also worked on the run and gun shooter series Metal Slug. How anyone could say that the man that created this game did not have a massive impact on arcade video games is unbelievable. Moon Patrol to me has always stood out as one of the greatest classic arcade video games. The arcade belongs in any high-quality arcades lineup of Williams masterpieces, and is usually sitting behind such popular Williams games as Defender, Bubbles, and Joust. How anyone could possibly even think to not call this AAA is mind-boggling to me. This is the epitome of an 80s arcade game. Easy to learn, difficult to master. This game really was something special. I remember it in the arcades because it broke the 3-minute rule, which is most arcade games were only supposed to be played for 3 minutes. And this was a game that very gradually ramped up. So, you know, even as a kid, I could get kind of far in this game. Probably not as far as I can get today, but I do remember playing this game in the arcade and liking it because I got to play it for a while. iiRcade acquiring this game shows that they know how to pick good arcade games. And this game plays perfectly. It's exactly the arcade game that I remember it to be. You know, them bringing us this game with leaderboard support is going to be huge. This is going to be a high score chasing beast. Once everyone starts playing this game, everyone's going to be trying to get that high score. I had heard from a lot of people that iiRcade will never be able to get this game because Arcade 1-Up owns all the licenses for all the Williams games, Defender, Joust, Bubbles. But here we go. iiRcade went and sniped one of the greatest arcade games of all time. To me, this is up there with Space Invaders as a AAA title on the iiRcade, and this restores my faith that they can cultivate an excellent classic game library on the iiRcade. Playing this game with the SAMWA controls, the SAMWA buttons, it's phenomenal. The good sound. This is the epitome of a AAA classic arcade game. Anyone that says elsewise is an idiot. This game was a mainstay in arcades when I was growing up. And for me, this is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, I said it. This is a perfect. This is an arcade classic game, perfectly done. That's just amazing. I mean, if you like classic arcade games, there's no way you can't like Moon Patrol. This is a fantastic game. And iiRcade getting this is a huge move. It shows AAA titles are within their reach, and that they're smart enough to gobble them up and get them, despite the odds against them. When I hear people say Moon Patrol is not a AAA game because they are so brand loyal to one company over another, I find it disturbing, because anyone that knows classic video arcade games knows Moon Patrol. I mean, this should not even be a discussion. The fact that some people are so brand loyal that they would say that Moon Patrol is not a AAA title, to me, is disturbing. I don't understand what's wrong with some people in the home arcade community, and they can't even acknowledge that Moon Patrol, one of the great Williams arcade games, literally in every arcade tour I go in, I look for it when I look at a row of Williams games. You know, and this game was made by iRem. It was just distributed by Williams. It's the same game. And, you know, if this was on Arcade 1-Up, every Arcade 1-Up YouTuber would be gushing over it. The fact that iiRcade got it shows how biased a lot of the YouTube community is. That's just my opinion. Because when this game dropped, I saw that a lot of YouTubers didn't even mention it. This is freaking Moon Patrol. Final verdict for me, this is a 10 out of 10. This is a perfect review. It's right up there with Space Invaders. This is another AAA title, along with Dragon's Lair, along with Double Dragon, along with a bunch of games on iiRcade. And this is a reason to have an iiRcade. Games like this, when they make moves like this is why iiRcade is the best home arcade game machine. This is Papa Brad reminding you to stay legit.